Hey guys, I think my last video started with today's brought to you by the letter B, and I think today is be brought to you by the letter C, as in cucumbers. As gardeners, a lot of us do a lot of planning and we deal with a lot of things that don't work out right, but every once in a while when something goes ballistic, isn't it fun? All my cows and calves are out in the back field there tonight. See them off in the distance. Well, anyway, cucumbers. I just went through and picked my patch of cucumbers again. And does anybody want a basket full of cucumbers? I have been picking. There's 3 baskets now. I went through this time. I left it 5 or 6 days. And then I went through and I only picked the big ones because we're making a batch of relish. And we like the big cucumbers for relish. They grind with relish. You take out the seeds and grind them through a food processor, and then we put red and yellow peppers for flavor, and what's it called? It's called $1 Million Relish. It has pickle and spices and a whole bunch of different things in it. Really great relish. Great hot dog, hamburger relish, that sort of thing. Making sandwiches and whatnot. And we give quite a bit of away to friends and family in the summertime. They really like our relish. But anyway, that's the beauty of gardening. I got a cucumber patch. It's not a real big cucumber patch. You see it, it's down there in the bottom. It may be, what would it have been? Maybe 15 feet long. And I could sit on either side and reach across, maybe no more than 3.5, 4 feet wide. And it bloomed into one ballistic. I've been picking 2 to 3 basketful of cucumbers like that every 3rd and 4th day for the last, how long now? 3 to 4 weeks, something like that. We have a whole load of mustard pickles put down. I've given away well, my mom, she doesn't want to see me show up anymore because I usually have a basket of cucumbers, and she said no more, enough cucumbers. I give them away to the sister-in-law, I give them away to friends and family, and we I don't know, in the Maritimes, maybe everybody does, but in the Maritimes we really like our relishes and our we make banana pickles, mustard pickles, bread and butter pickles, dill pickles, half a dozen other things that I can't even remember. So we really like our cucumbers and we really like our pickles. Mustard pickles are our favorite at our house that we use with mashed potatoes. If we're having supper with mashed potatoes, which is, I think I'm a little bit like Brendan there, which is just about every supper, especially in the fall and the winter and spring. And we do like our mustard pickles with our mashed potatoes. And this year I'm going to get to try them with carrot potatoes. That's kind of exciting. I've been digging a few potatoes lately. Just a few early ones. We run out of potatoes and it was a toss-up. I was either going to start digging. Plants are still looking healthy and still growing. Blight went through some areas, but for this year here it doesn't seem to have bothered me yet. But knock on wood. But it was a toss-up to either start digging potatoes or start buying potatoes again, and I couldn't see myself buying potatoes with all these potatoes growing around me. So it was the yesterday, I think yesterday, 3rd, 4th of September, we started eating our first potatoes, and I won't buy a potato now until we have all of our used up. And I haven't even picked my potatoes yet. We won't pick our potatoes at least till the end of the month. I think on the 15th, for my main crop of potatoes, it'll be 90 days on the 15th of September. And if I could leave them to the 110 day mark, I'd be really happy. That would be just about perfect for me. But anything above 90 days, we're either going to have potatoes or we're not. But if I can leave them to 110, 115, even 120, if we don't get a frost at the end of the month, that should give me decent size mature potatoes. Only thing I'm seeing I'm having trouble with this year is mice. in the summertime I got a windfall of hay that I drug down that I'm going to make a new potato and garlic bed out of. But when they mowed the field, the mice moved out of the field into my hay. Well, now they've been running from the balls of hay that I got over into my potatoes, eating my potatoes, and then coming back and making homes in the hay. And I've had the terrier dog down in through there digging around, but the hay's so deep he's got no luck digging through them. He's trying his best, but I can still see when he gets in there digging, I can still see mice and mouse holes going. So I have a nasty feeling I'm going to lose a lot of potatoes for mice. Now, if they don't eat the whole potato, I don't mind trimming off. The potato will still callus up, and I don't mind trimming a few mouse teeth marks off the edge of my potato. I peel my potatoes anyway, so that really doesn't bother me that much. Tomatoes, I haven't got any tomatoes yet. All kinds of green ones on. The 2 or 3, I picked one ripe one. I shouldn't say that. That was a lie. I picked one ripe tomato, but the other 3 ripe tomatoes that I picked were all rotten. So the only reason they ripened were rotten. So, but everybody around our area has lost all of their tomatoes due to tomato blight. Late tomato, and it's just wiped out the plants. They're completely black. They won't go black in about 4 or 5 days, and the plant just completely goes black, and the tomatoes rotted right on it. So I've grown a new variety that were blight resistant, and I don't seem to be bothering the blight, but they're an awfully late ripening tomato. So next year I'm going to grow these for the blight resistancy, but I'm going to try to find an early tomato, and I'd like to try to get them ripe, start my plants early and get them ripe. They're a little late this year too because Arthur gave them an awful whooping and set them back a week or 2. But anyway, last shot of the cucumbers. It's Thursday evening. I was off today, and I was harvesting. I'm going to be harvesting all night. I have more onions to pull. I pulled some radishes out that were an amazing size. Usually when we grow radish here in the summertime, they only get much bigger than twice the size of a quarter, and if they get any bigger than that, the heat gets them and they bolt and they go tough. But I pulled a big radish, half the size of a baseball, and they were beautiful all the way through. I was really impressed with that. So it's been harvest time at the garden, and all of our planting in the spring is really starting to come through. If you see, I got a shot of leeks. Never grown leeks before in my life, but the leeks are getting to be a nice size. Harvested some beautiful cauliflower heads. Really having fun. In Nova Scotia, we may have troubles with spring weather and summer weather, and I'm not going to say anything because we can have troubles with fall weather, but a lot of times September and October in Nova Scotia is beautiful. Blue sky, 25, 26 degrees through the day, nice little breeze, low humidity. A lot of times in September and October we can get some hurricanes and that sort of stuff come up through, but we can have some beautiful September and October weather, and lately we've been having some really nice weather. So knock on wood, that keeps up. I think we could use a little this year. Anyway, before we get too long-winded, have a great one, everybody. Goodbye from New Ross, and if you need any cucumbers, drop on over and I'll see if I can't get you a basket of cucumbers. Have a good one.